Hi, everybody. It's Kara Blattman-Rock. I'm the founder of doTERRA in Israel, and I'm sitting here in New Mexico. I moved back to New Mexico a little more than half a year ago to be with my family and to get help spread the word of healthy living with doTERRA and yoga in New Mexico and Colorado. So today's talk I'm excited about because I oftentimes focus on only the essential oils and creating a lifestyle with the essential oils. But today I'm going to bring in my background of Ayurvedic medicine. So I'm originally trained as an occupational therapist. Then I went back to school for Ayurvedic medicine and yoga and the lifestyle of Ayurveda. And so I'm going to bring in a daily routine and habits that you can bring into your life using Ayurveda and the essential oils, the plant. In Ayurveda, we use a lot of times dried herbs, which are fun, but can be a little bit challenging to work with. And so I've replaced most of those remedies with the essential oil remedies just because they're fun and easy and effective to work with. And so I'm going to bring in those remedies into this talk today, but it's going to be an Ayurvedic lifestyle. And I know I have a lot of people in here that are familiar with doTERRA, and I have people that are lifestyle coaches and fitness coaches as well. So I hope you can please use any of this information in how you coach and work with your beautiful people. So one of the reasons why I love working with essential oils over dried herbs is that the essential oil is considered the prana of the plant, or the energy or vibration of the plant, the life of the plant. And in Ayurveda, the energy that runs through us, that we've been created with the help of Hashem, by Hashem, is prana. And it's the life force that makes us and makes all living beings. So we share that same life force with plants. So we're walking, talking, living plants. And so essential oils can really help to increase the vibration of that prana. Sometimes that life force gets weakened because of stress, bad habits, not taking care of ourselves as well as we could, just lack of time in our self-care, and again, stress and stuff that we can't always control in our life. So essential oils help to assist that awakening and strengthening of that prana and that life force to increase immunity, to increase health, to increase body functions, and even body image. So that's why I like to work with essential oils, because they are prana in a bottle, is what I call it. And they help to increase the life force that is running through us. And the aroma is such a powerful way to awaken the emotional body. So one of our main focus today is a daily routine with Ayurveda and essential oils, and how that supports our emotions and our emotional body as women who are multitasking probably more than ever because of our current situation in the world. Our kids are home, we're working from home or running our own businesses, so we really have a lot of demands on us. And so I like to share my secrets on how I mostly stay sane. I am a human being, so there's moments where I have emotional dips, and then I love the power of the oils to help me during that time. So let's start with the morning. So when you wake up, before you even get out of the bed, it's good to, some people have already a practice of davening or prayers, morning prayers, or a morning mantra. So when you sit up in bed, before you even get out of bed, I am inviting you to bring an essential oil into that routine. The one I'm suggesting, and there's lots that can be done, is called Breathe. In Europe and in Israel, it's called Air, and in the US, it's Breathe. And it's a blend of different oils, Ravensara, eucalyptus. It's in all the starter kits, so all of you should have it. And it's a great way to start the morning because it encourages you to take longer, deeper breaths. And the prana, the life force of your body, is connected to your breath. That is one of the main forms of life force. So taking one drop in your hand, am I almost out? Yeah. One drop in your hand, rubbing the hands together as you sit there in bed, and breathe into the hands. And as you breathe out, open the hands to breathe out. And I am suggesting that you take 3 minutes. Maybe this is after your prayers or before your prayers and meditation, but 3 minutes of complete silence and listening and focusing on the breath. So maybe you have a clock by your bed or your phone. Just press it and see so that you can count 3 minutes going by. And close your eyes and breathe into your hands for 3 minutes and just take in that breath. And this is where you can say a little mantra or a little prayer to yourself of, I honor and am blessed to have this healthy, beautiful body, this healthy, beautiful mind, and any and all of the desires that you wish for yourself that day. And just really starting out in this vibrant, prana rich mood. So breathe helps to increase the oxygen in the blood. It helps to open up the lungs. It gives blessings and bracha to the breath and to waking up and being here on this planet and the blessings of being here. So in Ayurveda, then we say the first thing is entering into the washroom, and that's a time of elimination. And because the whole time that you're sleeping, you're detoxing. So sweating and different stuff is coming out of the mouth and the skin. So this is when you're gonna help clean all of that away. So you may have the urge to eliminate. Then there is what I love in Ayurveda, and you can get this on iHerb if you're delivering it to Israel, or it's in any of the health food stores. It's called a tongue scraper, and you actually scrape the tongue 7 times, and you get a crazy amount of stuff that comes off onto the tongue, because your tongue and your mouth is a form of elimination. All the organs are in, and all your body is mapped out on your tongue. So it's a way of the liver, the kidneys, the adrenal glands, the stomach, to eliminate toxins out of the mouth. That's why when you wake up, you have bad breath, is because it's a form of elimination. So just brushing your teeth is not enough, because you won't get all of that toxins off the tongue. And when you use a tongue scraper, and if you want to do this first thing tomorrow, you can use the edge of a spoon until you get one. And you will be amazed and slightly disgusted at how much comes off on a tongue scraper. And that is your body eliminating. It's a natural thing. So then brush your teeth after you've done that. And I love natural toothpaste. doTERRA has a great one. I just ran out, so I also use this Ayurvedic one called Himalayan toothpaste. So it's neem based, it's all plant based, so there's no toxins in it. And then I include a drop of the On Guard also in the basic kit. You guys all have this. 1 drop of On Guard on top of the toothpaste, and brush my teeth, because On Guard is called tridoshic. It's good for all body types, and it will kill and really bring up the health of the gums and the mouth. And you can even do it without toothpaste. You can put a drop on your toothbrush and just brush with the oil, and it's super cleaning and healthy for the mouth and the gums. And it has clove, cinnamon, yeah, thanks, Haya, cloves, cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus, all this stuff that like even natural dentists will recommend for the health of your mouth. So there is this activity called oil pulling. It's a little, it's amazing for your mouth. My mother-in-law does it every day, and she really feels like it's brought the health. And Haya here on this call says she does it too. I used to do it, and then I kind of got out of the habit, and now I definitely want to bring it back in. I recommend coconut oil. It's just organic, hard coconut oil that you get in the natural food store. And then you would include Melaleuca. I forgot to bring that out. 1 drop of either Melaleuca or On Guard, which we just used. So if you're going to use On Guard in your oil pulling, don't put it on your toothpaste because that's a little bit too much to get 2 drops first thing in the morning. So choose. And I personally would probably brush my teeth without an oil and then oil pull with 1 drop of the On Guard in the coconut, so that you're really giving your mouth this coconut rich On Guard bath of just really bringing health into the gums. And that's another way that pulls toxins out of the mouth and out of the gums. You don't want to swallow the coconut oil. You do want to spit it out. And for people that do this on a regular basis, it can clog your sinks. So you want to spit it into the toilet so that you don't clog the shower or the sink with the oil.
What's the amount of the coconut oil that you use, and for how long do you do that?
So you can just use like a tablespoon or a spoonful of coconut oil, 1 drop of On Guard. You can change it up with Melaleuca. You know, you can alternate 1 day tea tree, 1 day On Guard. Those are both in the basic kits for all of you that are just getting started. And just take a spoonful of that coconut. It's hard until it reaches your mouth and then it gets super liquidy. And I mean, some people can do it up to 20 minutes. I recommend if you're just starting with it, just try 3 to 5 minutes. Because those of us that also have little kids at home, you can't talk because obviously you have a mouthful of oil. So it makes you speechless for the amount of time that you're have it in your mouth. So it can be challenging for if your kids are up. So yeah, Elle, I know that's not a problem for you. So you can just you know, up to 20 minutes is what like the expert oil pullers do. But if you can get 3 to 5 minutes in there, your mouth is going to be super happy. And it's not just oil pulling for the mouth. I mean, your mouth is connected to your entire body. So it's going to pull toxins from the entire body out, spit it into the toilet. Then wash your face or take a shower. So in Ayurveda, they really recommend taking your shower in the morning because your body has just eliminated through sweat and urine and all these orifices, nose, eyes, mouth are all eliminating toxins from your cleanse that happens naturally every night. And so the Ayurveda really recommends that you take a shower in the morning. I know that in Israel, it was kind of the common routine that everybody took one at night before bed. But so if you're not taking a shower in the morning, then wash your face. It's recommended that 7 is the lucky number, splashing your face 7 times with your eyes open, because therefore you're also cleaning out the eyes that have a form of elimination as well. If you take a shower, just let the shower run over your face and try to have the eyes open for a little bit of the shower splashing your face. Coming out of the shower, it's really important to moisturize all year long. It doesn't matter if it's just in the winter time when we feel more dry. A good moisturizer on the skin is actually will penetrate to the level of the nervous system, and this is our emotional body. Imagine that every nerve in your body needs a slight little layer of pajamas. And so a good moisturizer with essential oils is going to cover all of your nervous system with this fuzzy layer of pajamas, I call it, that just protect your nervous system from being sensitive and receptive to other people's systems. You want to just keep yourself protected and kind of these little natural boundaries with essential oils, or with oil. So I recommend, some people really just like a natural lotion. I recommend doTERRA's non-scented lotion, but my favorite is coconut oil. And I use, because in Ayurveda it's different, it's sesame oil, sunflower oil, or coconut oil are the body oils that you use. Coconut oil can be more cooling, sesame oil is more heating. I use doTERRA's coconut oil because it's non-toxic. There's nothing else added to it. So I know that I'm not going to absorb any other chemicals that my body doesn't need. And then you want to add an essential oil for your emotional state. How do you want to be today? That's what I love about these oils, is I can choose an oil for how I want to feel today. So one oil, I'll just give some examples of some morning oils. So there's an oil called Elevation. It has a bunch of citrus oils. It's not in the starter kit. It's an emotional oil, and it is uplifting. So it just helps to bring more prana into the emotions of cheer, joy, elevation, passion.
Which one
So
is this one?
this one's called Elevation. It's one of the mood oils. It's
Do I
not
have it
in,
in the
you don't
starter
have
pack?
this one. Yeah, you don't have this in the other pack. So the one that you have in the one in the beginning, the starter pack, another oil that you could use first thing in the morning is lavender. You have that one, Haya.
Yeah, and I thought that one was for nighttime.
Yeah, so it can be, well, so lavender is a mood modulator. So that means it can bring your mood up or bring your mood down. So if at night, naturally the energy is to bring the mood down, so lavender will do that. But during the day, it can bring you up, but not like passion and cheer and excited. It's more kind of just even tone, calm, letting go of anxiousness in the mind, the heart, and the
And
body.
so, do you recommend using it?
Yeah.
How do
So
you recommend doing? What should I do with it?
so after your, after in your morning routine, whether you've showered or just kind of washed your face, then put a little bit of lotion or coconut oil or some kind of natural oil or lotion with a drop or two of lavender. Or if someone else is choosing Elevation, if someone else has that in there. I also use ylang-ylang quite a bit. Ylang-ylang is a flower. It's related to the jasmine, so it smells a little bit like jasmine.
So you said a few drops of the.
Yeah, like for
And what do
your
you put it?
body, I put it all over as my lotion. So if it was after a shower, it's all over my body. If I only washed my face that morning, I would just put it like up across the shoulders and the back of the neck and the heart. So you're smelling it and it's absorbing into your nervous system, and you're getting the emotional support of these flowers. Yeah. So I
Beautiful.
chose,
It smells so good.
yeah, so good. So I chose for the morning oil flowers, because flowers are supportive for your emotional body. They help you to feel beautiful, confident, strong, graceful. They're calming. All flower oils are calming. So lavender, rose, ylang-ylang, jasmine. So there's so many oils you can choose from, but I chose that for this particular talk to use a flower oil in the morning. So then now it's moisturizing your face. So I hope you all have a good skincare that you like. I use doTERRA's skincare. I love it. They're essential skincare. But then I follow it with these 3 oils. So frankincense, it's in the starter kit. So Haya, you have this. Frankincense it's from a tree. It was used in the Beit Hamidrash 3 times a day. It's a very, very holy oil. It's good for focus and connecting the mind and the energy of the mind to your highest source, your divine source. But it also has the properties of cellular regeneration. So it keeps the youthfulness and the strength of your skin. So after you've put your skin lotion on, take 1 to 2 drops of your frankincense and put it directly on your skin, right over your skin lotion. And it can be, Haya asked about if it's okay for acne. This is really good for just the smoothness and the health of your skin. The one that's really good for acne, and it's in your kit, is Melaleuca, the tea tree. It's called Melaleuca, or it might be called tea tree in your kit. And that you just put directly on the spots of acne. And so I would do that first. then moisturize, then put the frankincense. And I recommend, it's not in the starter kit, rose. It's from Bulgaria. It used to be from France. And you just roll it on all those areas of the skin that you want to stay protected and youthful and beautiful. And you just rub it in. And there's all kinds of oils that are great for the face. Sandalwood is also a really good oil for the face. None of these are in the starter kit. Frankincense is, love frankincense. So start using frankincense on the skin now, but put it on after you moisturize because you want it to stay on top of the skin. So now we're going to show, we're almost out of the bathroom. I know this sounds like a lot, but it goes really quick. You're going to show your belly some love. Okay, I call it belly love. So there's an oil, it's not in the starter kit, it's a special oil, it's called Clary Calm. It's in a roller form, and you do a roll around your belly button. So I'm not going to show my belly button today on screen, but you just do a roll around your belly button. What this is for is hormone balancing. So all of us on the call, we're women, we've had babies, we have our menses, we have our feminine hormones moving throughout our body. This helps keep your hormones balanced. It keeps you on a 28-day cycle, which is really important. In the Jewish tradition, there's some of us keep nida, so it's really important to stay on that cycle, but that cycle is also all about your health and how your hormones are working. So this helps you to stay on a 28-day cycle, to have lighter days of when you're actually releasing the uterine lining. It also helps with emotions around your period, and you're gonna follow it with lavender. Everybody has lavender, so 1 drop of lavender on top of your belly as well, rub it around. So why we're putting lavender on our belly is because women especially, but men too, when we have any sort of stress, you know, and I like to think that we're all stress free, but there's a natural level of stress in everybody's lives, and it produces a chemical in your body called cortisol. And cortisol gets stored in receptor sites in your adipose tissue or in your belly. So people sometimes, and Haya, this is good for you to know for your clients, is that sometimes women, you know, they're doing everything right. They're eating well, they're exercising, and they still have belly fat and they cannot get rid of it. Well, oftentimes it's not related to their diet or exercise. It's related to their stress levels, and that they may be carrying extra cortisol in their adipose tissue around their belly. Adipose tissue is fat tissue. And so lavender helps those receptor sites to release the cortisol and therefore release the adipose, because it doesn't serve a purpose anymore. It doesn't have any cortisol to hold on to, so it releases those extra adipose cells and you can start to release belly fat. So every morning I do it, and I recommend you using your Clary Calm for hormone balance and lavender right on top of that. Rub it around. Do a little mantra of, I love my belly, I love my body, I'm healthy, and my body reflects that health. Orly asked if you use Clary Calm even if you're not getting your period anymore. So it's really good for, Clary Calm is really good for perimenopause and postmenopause too. It's for every stage of life that a woman goes through, and it balances out their hormone. It's a huge blend of hormone balancing oils. I'm not even going to go over it because there's like 12 different oils in here, 12 different plants, and it helps at every stage. Only girl that wouldn't use this is any before your period. So you use it if you just got your period to keep you in balance. You know, 20s to 30s to keep you in balance and emotionally balanced. Perimenopausal because again, maybe you're starting to have those hormone fluctuations and the symptoms around that. And also postmenopausal, because you're not producing the same amount of estrogen as you did before, but it's important that you still remain in balance so that that oil helps at every stage. So now we're walking out of the bathroom. It really, literally, this routine takes maybe 10 minutes. It sounds longer because I'm explaining it to you, and I'll write it up and send it to anybody who wants it. So you walk into the kitchen in an ideal day and you're not distracted by all the many other things, because you are going to turn on that hot water pot, and before you have any type of liquid, you're going to have warm water in a cup. And so that you can drink it rather quickly, I fill it up with warm water and then a little bit of cool water, and you're going to take 1 to 2 drops of lemon and put it in your warm water, because we're still in the cleansing phase. So from 6 in the morning till 10 in the morning is what's called apana vayu. So it's this downward movement of your energy, and it's moving things out of the body for elimination, urination, so that you're getting rid of all everything that you collected in the night that you cleanse out of the body is leaving. So I talked to a kidney specialist, and she said that everybody drank 1 to 2 cups of warm water with lemon in the morning, she would be out of a job. Everybody's kidneys would be working beautifully. So 1 to 2 cups of water with 1 to 2 drops of lemon, sit and drink it. And this will help you eliminate without coffee, without anything. You will have a great bowel movement in the morning, and then it flushes through your kidneys, through your liver, through everything, so that it gives your kidneys and liver a nice fresh start for the morning. Liver holds on to anger. I'll give you the routine, Haya, for sure. Liver hangs on to the emotions of anger, impatience, just frustration. Kidney hangs on to the emotions of nervousness, anxiety. So it helps you to cleanse those out as well. I'm gonna take a drink. If you are looking to lose some weight and you want to include a little remedy in this, a little bit of honey in Ayurveda is considered a fat scraper, and it helps to bring fat out of, by honey. It helps to bring fat out of your, it helps to, what they call in Ayurveda, melt fat. So you do a little bit of honey, drop the lemon in the honey, and it would be a honey lemon water. And you can add fresh lemon to it as well, because there's lots of great properties to the fresh lemon and the essential oil lemon together. I recommend, if you have any difficulty with elimination, there's some of us, that myself included, that just first thing in the morning we don't eliminate easily, like some. So when I sit with my warm water and lemon, I sit like in a big cozy chair or couch with my knees up, so my feet, so it looks like this. My feet up on the, like I'm squatting on the chair, and then I sit and drink my tea. And what that does is the legs put pressure on your descending colon, which is where the action is coming from in the body to eliminate. So it helps to just naturally, by the time you're done with those water, I have to drink two cups of water. By the time I'm done with those water, boom, I'm eliminated and fresh for the day, and it feels great. And everybody knows that your tummy and your whole body feels better once you've had that first morning elimination. So also in Ayurveda, it's not recommended, like again, from 6 to 10 is time of elimination. So it's really recommended to have your first meal after 10. So if that's challenging for anybody, please let me know, and I can give you some suggestions of how to get through that time. But your fire, your digestive fire, and in Ayurveda it's called Agni, is its highest after 10 o'clock, after it's finished elimination and detoxing and getting everything out of the body. Now it's ready and fueled to take in new energy. And so if you wake up early and you've had your warm water and it's hours away from 10, have a nice tea. And so one of the best teas for keeping your prana strong and vital, so your emotional body stays balanced, is ginger, cinnamon, fennel, cardamom, all the oils that are in On Guard. So I recommend you've already had your warm water and you've gone about the day and now it's time for your tea. Do more warm water, a little bit of honey. In the honey, do a drop of On Guard or ginger or both together and drink that to get your metabolism and your digestive fire going strong and ready for your first meal. And then your first meal would be, anywhere your digestion is high and ready to eat from 10 to 1. So generally I look at, if anybody's familiar with intermittent fasting, which I feel follows a lot of the Ayurvedic guidelines, 11 o'clock would be your first solid meal. If you're hungry before that, have some fruit or dates with a little bit of walnuts. Dates, we're coming from the land of dates in Israel. Dates are known for their immunity building properties. So in Ayurveda, it's called ojas. And dates are really good for building your ojas and helping your prana to be strong, confident, balanced. So if before your first meal you still feel hungry, welcome back, Kaya, then have a little date with a walnut in it and eat like 2 of those. And that's immune boosting and it's not gonna diminish your digestive fire. And then you're ready for your first real meal. Your digestive energy, your digestive fire is the strongest, your metabolism is the strongest from 11 to 1. I'll write this down for you. So that can be your biggest meal, and make it hot, especially in the wintertime. Make it a cooked meal. So in Ayurveda, they're really big on soups because they're pre-digested. They don't take a lot of energy to digest, and they're going to give you a lot of prana, a lot of ojas, a lot of nutrition. So I can send you a recipe for khichdi. It's one of my favorite Indian soup. It's yellow dal soup with rice and a bunch of cooked vegetables and a lot of yummy, yummy digestive spices. So the spices they recommend is ginger and turmeric. And my turmeric is not here, but I love the turmeric essential oil, and I love, love, love the ginger essential oil. So I cook with ginger and turmeric and lemongrass in almost all my soups. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. The ginger, and you only need 1 drop of the ginger or the turmeric, because if you put 2 more drops than that, it'll be too strong in the soup. And remember, oils are hydrophobic. They want to run away from the water. So they'll just like stay on the top of your tea or on the top of your soup if you don't add it to something. So I always put a little bit of olive oil or some kind of oil. I'm really big into ghee, which is an Ayurvedic butter. It's clarified butter. So I do a spoonful of ghee with 1 drop of ginger, 1 drop of turmeric, and then spread it into the soup. So today, when I get off this call, I made a lentil soup. I usually add the oil fresh to the soup, not when I'm cooking it. Oh, yeah, I'll ask when I take my supplements. Well, so I take my supplements at this first meal. Your digestive fire is the highest, and it's going to absorb the nutrients the best at this first meal. So my first supplements are, my first meal, which for me is usually around 11. And so I take, our amazing lifelong vitality supplements, the probiotic, the digestive aid, the digestive enzymes, and then I take a couple of other ones in there as well. And then I add so good things to do at your first meal at 11 is a hot grain cereal, some kind of oatmeal or amaranth or some kind of nice warm cereal. Make sure that it has a good amount of protein in it so it doesn't spike your blood sugar. So you can add different types of seeds, like sesame seeds, sum have a lot of protein in it. Chia seeds, any type of yummy nuts that will add more protein to your hot cereal, because just oatmeal by itself with butter and a little bit of sweetener can spike your blood sugar. I also am fine with having a savory meal as my first meal at 11 o'clock. And I love right now hot soups or sauteed vegetables over a grain or rice or couscous. And so then that's your first meal. And Ayurveda is not against coffee. So it's just that having coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach is very acidic producing and will raise your pH levels and will cause daily disruption with your digestion system. It can cause gas, bloating on into the evening. And so coffee is really a digestive aid, and it's used after a meal. And so in Ayurveda, you don't eat your first meal till 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So you have your coffee after that first meal. And so morning time, you're having warm water with lemon, your spiced tea, no caffeine. And then around 10 or 11, you have your coffee after your meal to use it in the way it's supposed to be used, as a digestive aid, to absorb your nutrients better, to build your prana with the nutrients of your food. So that's when you have coffee. And you can have, Ayurveda also likes milk. I mean, it has more kind of clean, pure milk from India, but you can use cow's milk, or my favorite milk right now is oat milk. You can put a little bit in your coffee after your meal. And this time of the day, from 10 to 4 now, is what's called Uddiyana Vayu. So it's this productive. Your stomach is going, your throat is going. It's this energy of expression, production. So this is your best time to work, from 10 to 4. So use oils that are motivating. So oils like, all the citrus oils are super motivating. I'm thinking what's in the kit that's citrus. So there's lemon in the kit. Haya, you have the children's oils, which are totally fine for adults to use. The oils that are great for the middle of the day, 10 to 4, for you or your kids, is Brave, Thinker. Those are like the motivating oils. For those of you on the call that have the emotional oils, Cheer, Motivate, Citrus Bliss, all those kinds of oils are really good to put in the diffuser while you're working, or to just do another dose, aromatherapy dose of 1 drop in your hand, rub it on the back of your neck and smell it, and have a little mantra or saying of, this is a productive, positive day. I have this goal, this goal, and this goal. So citrus oils are the best ones to use during work. So like Haya, out of your kit, adult kit, there isn't really a citrus oil in there. So I would use your kids' oils, the Brave or the Thinker.
I have the lemon. Is lemon not a citrus?
Lemon's good. Lemon's good also, but we had it a bunch in the morning, but like you could also just, for another boost, lemon and peppermint are great together. 1 drop lemon, 1 drop peppermint, because peppermint also is elevating. It brings energy into the body, oxygen into the lungs. It's alerting. It's has this like kind of, it definitely has this focus. Another one that's really great if you have the basic kits is 1 drop lemon, 1 drop peppermint, 1 drop frankincense, the 3 of those together, and smell them while you're working or as you start to work, or you know, towards the, because they're very focused, because we're talking about the emotions of strong, focused, goal driven in this balanced way, and feeling successful and like you've achieved what you've really desired and wanted to achieve that day. So those are good oils to use for that part of the day. And then you can bring in a second tea before dinner and choose a different oil maybe. But you know, all the oils that are great for tea is ginger, fennel. Like what I'm drinking right now is the digestin, which is in the basic kit. And I have 1 drop in my water. I just have a finicky digestive system. And so I use that, and it's good for all body types. And it has the ginger in it, which is motivating for your emotions. And it has fennel in it, which is soothing for your digestive system. It has peppermint, which is energizing. So it's a great tea to drink in the morning or in the afternoon. It gets your metabolism going so that when you're ready to go into dinner, which is when your metabolism is starting to slow down. And traditionally in America, that's our largest meal, not so much in Israel. I loved the way that Israel follows kind of an Ayurvedic lifestyle. So you want this to be your lighter meal. That's why your mid meal was heavier, and it was more cooked. That's where you would eat meat. If you eat meat, you'd eat it in that brunch kind of heavier meal, and dinner's a lighter meal. So it could still be soup, or that could be where it's salads. It could be cooked vegetables. You know, sometimes in Israel it was an omelet. Or so in the digestin, someone's asking what's in the digestin. So this, I feel like, is Ayurveda in a bottle. It's I'm going to read it from my book because the print is better. And this is one of the books that I look at all the time, Emotions and Essential Oils. I love this book. But in the digestin, let me find it, is, I think it might be in this book called Zengest. In Europe, it's called Zengest. Yeah. So it's anise, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So all those spices that are really good for your digestion, so when you're drinking it before or after a meal, it really helps you to assimilate and absorb your food. And in Ayurveda, assimilation of your nutrients is what brings your consciousness up. So again, in that blend is, and it's in the basic kit, so you all have it, anise, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So its properties are assimilating your nutrients of your food, assimilating experiences of your life, allowing you to be adaptable, adjustable. It's nourishing for your body and your mind, and it keeps you engaged in life, which is so true. Like if your digestion is working well, you are just on. Like, but whenever you feel like bloated or gassy or just not, and your digestion's off, it kind of takes your whole consciousness over. So the reason why I got Hyatt, thanks for sharing about your digestion. That was me all the time, and I went to Ayurvedic school because I was just looking for solutions for my digestion, because I was just like, I'm not going to live my whole life with upset stomach. And after I left that school and then I was introduced to doTERRA, I got involved with this company because of this oil, and it's in your kit. It's called Zengest or Digestin, and I take it every day, twice a day usually. I either rub it on my tummy or take it in tea and drink it throughout the day. Okay, going into dinner, a lighter meal. Your digestion is lower, so you want it to be a lighter meal, and it can be, so think of dinner as your first meal and lunch as your evening meal, because you want a light dinner and a heavier lunch. And use, soups are great in the evening time. So let's go into your evening routine, and then we're going to end the call. But your evening routine, because this isn't a nutrition call, so I'm not going to give you all the recipes for dinner. That can be another one. So evening routine is, it's good to wash your face. Let me just answer this question really quick. Orly, Zengest in a drop of, one drop is all you need. Like I just put it in just a cup of warm water, and it mixed pretty well. I didn't put it in any type of honey. And it tastes great. I love it. I love the Zengest. I kind of got away from it. And then when I started putting this call together, I was like, I need to start taking my Zengest again. It's so great for your digestive system. So going into the evening, kids are in bed. I'm not telling you what to put on them right now, but use your oils on your kids. If you have the children's kit, you know what to use. The Calmer and the Tamer are great. That's for their digestion. I also put Brave on my kids every night, so they're brave and feel good when they go into their sleep. So I put Brave and Calmer on their head and temples and their heart, and then I put Tamer on their belly. And for us, you're gonna wash your face with a good skincare, because it's important to wash your face at night, because you're gonna detox as you sleep. So you wanna just give your face all the good nutrition that it deserves. I use doTERRA's essential skincare line, and then I always use the frankincense. After I've moisturized, 1 or 2 drops of the frankincense, rub it all over my skin, and then rose again. And then the new oil that I do at night is jasmine. So jasmine is so great for your skin, and it's just super supportive and healing for your emotional body. It's all about strength, confidence, beauty, sexuality, healing any types of sexual trauma you may have had, just with smelling this oil and putting it on daily, and saying maybe a little prayer to yourself of, I'm beautiful, sexy, confident, love myself, and am full of love. So putting that on your face, and then before you go to bed, if anybody here has trouble going to sleep, there's 2 recommendations I'm going to make. There's what's called a golden milk. It's called golden milk. So in Ayurveda, steamed milk, warmed milk, releases tryptophan, and the body uses tryptophan and serotonin to help the body to go to sleep. So I know there are many people that take tryptophan supplement because they have difficulty sleeping, and that in some cases it works, in other cases it doesn't. So in Ayurveda, it's highly recommended and very effective to take warm milk. And in that warm milk, you take a tiny bit, like a 1/4 teaspoon of honey, and you do 1 drop of turmeric, and you mix it into the milk. It makes the milk this beautiful golden color. That's why we call it golden milk. And you drink it before you go to bed. Your body's going to release tryptophan and serotonin and all those yummy neurotransmitters that help you go to sleep, stay asleep, and stay in a deep sleep. And also helps you to have calming dreams. Hi, Kaden, beautiful. So happy you're here. And then the turmeric is anti-inflammatory, so it helps to bring down pH levels in the body, keeping your inflammation down, because high inflammation in the body is what can cause pain or regeneration of unhealthy cells. And but it also digests the milk. So if you are worried about any type of digestive issues with that milk, turmeric helps to digest the milk. Warming up the milk makes it more digestible, and you're only going to get the benefits of the release of tryptophan and serotonin. And now, to make it even more certain that you will fall asleep, I love the oil Serenity. So this is one of the mood oils, and I put it in the diffuser in my room, and then I will take one drop, put it in my hand, and do my 2 to 3 minute meditation and breathing exercises. I'm lying in bed with the Serenity. And say to yourself, what were you grateful for today? What worked out well? What are you grateful about your children, about your husband, about your life, about your work? And just focus on gratefulness. And don't focus on your dreams or your visions or your goals. Do that in the morning when you wake up. At night, just focus on that you are full and grateful and blessed and abundant, and go to bed with this full, grateful heart. So that is the call for today, how to have a quick Ayurvedic daily routine using essential oils as your plant herb remedies. Love it. I love this routine. I do it almost consistently every day. I'm not doing the golden milk, but I'm going to try that tonight. I don't have trouble with sleeping, but I'm going to try it just so that I have the experience. And I'm going to open it up for any questions or needs that people have. And thank you for being here.